is Vikas, and I work as a senior cloud architect in one of the big four companies. I have overall 14 years of IT experience where I have worked on various cloud technologies like GCP, Azure, and AWS. I bring with me a vast experience of building websites, online gaming applications, data engineering, migration projects, and I have helped thousands of my students to learn cloud and DevOps in a fun and practical way. Now, before I start my session for today, I will just give you a small quotation. Now, this quotation comes from Benjamin Franklin. He says, "Tell me and I will forget. We are humans, we forget. Teach me and I will remember. Yes, if I teach you, you will remember. But if you involve me, I will learn forever." Means if I involve you in this learning process, you will learn the skills and you can use it wherever you want. And this is the entire motto of the training, where we want you to learn the stuffs and not only learn it, but learn it in a hands-on oriented way. The moment you learn it in a hands-on oriented way, you get confidence. And whenever you go for interview and the questions will be, tell me something about your project, tell me what kind of work you have done, tell me how what are the challenges which you have faced during your project, what kind of experiments you did, how did you resolve the issues. So this kind of questions is what you will be able to answer. So this training is entirely different from any other training which you get online or you get on any online platform. Here we talk about DevSecOps, we talk about AWS, and we go in depth and get a good insight of these modules. And needless to say, these modules are trending in the market. There are people who are looking for these skills. There are many companies, and in coming years, you can have a secure career ahead. So we start with the thought process of what is software development lifecycle. Or if somebody says that, okay, you are an IT guy, right? What do you do in your IT industry? So let me give you an example. Now assume that I am a pizza shop owner. I sell pizza from my shop. Now, due to the changing world, there are many customers who come and say, hey, do you have a website? Do you have a mobile app? I can place an order via mobile app, or I will order online. So these things is what is coming to this shop owner's notice. Now, obviously, if he has to stay relevant, he has to do all these things, means he has to make his presence online. So if we were in the old generation world, somewhere around 1990s, 2000, then he would go ahead and put a data center of his own, start managing everything of his own. But now we are in cloud domain. So this guy comes to a cloud company, let me say a company like XYZ, who is working on cloud domain. He will give his requirement. He will say that, okay, these are the things which I want. The company will go ahead and design the application for him. He will tell, okay, this is all what you need. This is how we are going to implement it. And finally, the development will start. And once the development is done, testing will happen and the test or the code will be handed over to the team during deployment, and then maintenance will start. So talk about any project, you will have these phases where we develop the code and hand it to customer. So as I told you in this training, we will focus on giving you or making sure that you land up at a desired place. So when we talk about SDLC, we majorly talk about DevOps. And in DevOps, the good thing is that you can code, design, develop, test. Code, design, develop, test. And this happens very frequently. Now the question is how frequently? So you can see companies like Amazon, Google, Netflix, they are changing their code multiple times in a day and deploying it in production environment. I also want to do something like that. And I also want to showcase my skill that I am going to have the skills, or I have these skills. And with these skills, I can aim for these companies. So when we talk about Agile had problems. Waterfall model had problems like time to market. One of the biggest problem with these technologies is time to market. Now,